Hey, MTS crew, what is going on, y'all? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. It's all good with me. I hope it's all good with you all. Y'all, this is going to be short, sweet, and quick. This was in my swimming pool. Scared me to death. This is an armadillo. That thing was this big. My husband said it weighed about 30, oh my God, when I think about it, 30 to 40 pounds, y'all. Scared me to death. I almost had chills and nightmares and everything else. Y'all, living in the country is no joke. I never ever had any idea that we would be dealing with armadillos. Never seen one in person, never want to see one again. My daughter, she was here and she decided to go out, by the pool. And she had been saying, Mom, you need to get this pool covered, need to get it covered. And we have this, it was a big cover here. It's just, it takes about 4 to 5 people. The pool is big, so it takes about 4 to 5 people to get it hooked up and covered and all that. So I say, oh, well, it's fine. It's just sometimes leaves will blow in. So she or my husband would take and get the leaves out, with the net and everything. So I said, well, it'll probably be all right until we get ready to use it. So when we first moved here, the lady and the couple that owned this house, the lady said that it was an armadillo living under this little shack. And this shack, I do believe it was originally a outhouse. So what he did was he cleaned it out, and it's not, just floors, really he got it nice inside. It's a window there, and I think he used it for some sort of tool shack or whatever. But we were going to use it to put our pool supplies in there. But when she said that the armadillo that was out there was aggressive when she would walk her dog down through the woods, so that deterred me from even going out there. And it's like a gazebo out there, and my daughter bought us some furniture to go under the gazebo. So one day I was sitting out there, but I just didn't feel comfortable because, girl, y'all, I love the country, but I am a city girl. I was born, raised right downtown Atlanta. So I'm not accustomed to all these different creatures out here in the woods. And you're going to see a video, and I'm going to show you what kind of woods are out here. When I say it's the woods, it's the woods. And we sitting way back off the street. We have to literally drive down there to the mailbox. So yeah, we sitting way back off the street. So I didn't think anything else about it because I said, well, I won't be going out there like that. And one day my daughter said, Mama, she said, it's something in the swimming pool. And I'm like, okay, I thought it maybe was a little rabbit or a squirrel or something like that. And so she said, no, it's big. I said, well, I'm not going out there. I said, I don't want to see it. Baby, she took a picture of that thing. Ooh, Jesus, that thing was this long. I didn't know that the armadillo would even get that big. That thing was this long, and his tail was about this long by itself. Oh my God, I had a hissy fit. My daughter came in, she was screaming, I was screaming. I had my feet up on the sofa for about 2 hours, and she was like having a fit, and her nerve was bad. And so I said, well, somebody got to get this thing out of this pool. My husband, he didn't want to get it out. And so we were going to call somebody to come and get it out. And the guy that we were going to call to come get it out, he was going to charge us $350 to get it out. So she was going to pay it. I said, no, do not pay $350 to get that thing out. We're going to have to get it out some kind of way. And my husband, I think he was a little afraid to get it out too. So he went out there and got the net and got this thing out of the pool. And he took it down in the woods in the net and threw it out in the net. Threw it out in the woods back there. Baby, after that, it was some vultures, tall, almost as tall as I am. Their wingspan looked like they were about maybe 6 to 7 feet wingspan. And they were all over, oh my God, they were all over it. And I'm like, Jesus, Jesus. And it's a big nest. You're going to see it on the video. It's a big nest out there. And the nest is as round. Now, the video probably won't show it as much. But the nest is round and as long as this sofa is. So the nest is round and it's up in the trees. It's big eagles. The eagles out here, y'all. Like I say, I'm a city girl. The eagles out here look like men flying. One day I was sitting out on the deck. I looked up. I thought it was a small aircraft getting ready to crash. Y'all, it was an eagle zooming down. Baby, I got in this house. And my husband said, you see that big nest? And my daughter saw it, said the eagles are coming from that nest over there. And they have eggs and they made this nest and stuff. Y'all, Now this is happening all in the winter time. So can you imagine what the summer gonna be like out here in the country, y'all? And now since the tree, we can really see, like the land and see all this stuff. We can really see down through there. And my husband, he walked down through that all the time. And my daughter, she walked down through that the other day with my cousin. He was over here, and he was in the military, so he ain't afraid of anything. And he was kind of, cutting the grass, the last cut. And he said, he said it's a chicken coop. They had a chicken coop down there. So whoever lived here, y'all, they was raising chickens. A big chicken coop down there. It's a well up there. I mean, this is just, we didn't even realize it was that much of the country. Baby, it was so dark. It's so dark out here until you cannot see your hands before your face if you go out on the porch. So we have lights around the house. My daughter said she's going to get more lights installed around the house. I would never, ever, ever go out here at night. Well, one good thing is that we got a 4-car garage, but I would never, ever go out here at night. I would have to be in my car, and I would have to have it locked and make sure I got enough gas and everything, y'all. It is scary. So we called the power company, and a good friend of ours, he is a contractor, and he builds houses and everything, Mr. Petty. He was out here because he's getting ready to do some work for us. He's going to the other garage, the workshop over there. That thing is huge, like a house. He's going to make that out of a guest house for us, a 2-level, studio guest house like. He's going to do that, and he's going to do some more things here for us. And he told me that I could call the power company and have them to bring us a light pole. I didn't know that. And so it's only like $11 a month added to our bill, and it will give us light. My daughter went and bought almost $200 to $300 worth of those solar lights, and so she's got them coming all the way up the pathway. Now solar light, it gathers its energy from the sun, and so it's been kind of cloudy here in Atlanta, in Georgia. So at nighttime, the solar lights really don't stay on that long at all. So we're gonna get like a pole up there with a big light, and I'm going to see how much 2 poles are cost. And then Mr. Petty, our friend, he's going to light the whole pass up with electric lights, so it won't be so dark coming in here. Because once we had to come home late, and that's the reason I don't want to do that. Once we had to come home late, y'all, and we passed by our house twice because it's so dark. When I tell you it's dark, and one night it was like a storm, and the lights had a nerve to go out. The lights went completely out. We couldn't even see anything. So that's why we went and bought plenty of candles, flashlights. We have these light bulbs that you can put in the lamps. I don't know whether you've heard of them. I don't know the name of them, but you put them in your lamp and you let it charge for a couple of hours. And if all your lights go out in your house, those lamps will still light up. So that might be something you can look for. You can order them or just try Home Depot. So if your lights go out, you still have light. So we got that. So this place around here is very well lit up when the power or something like that go out. But y'all, I just had to show y'all that armadillo. That thing scared me so bad. So y'all, this summer, pray for me. Pray for me. I want to have do a garden. The lady have raised beds already out here, so we don't have to build any raised beds. So I want to do a really nice garden out here. But we'll see, y'all. We'll see, because my daughter said that it's going to be plenty of snakes out here. Baby, I'm like, what in the world we got ourselves into? But it's going to be all right. It's a beautiful, beautiful area, beautiful grounds, beautiful property. It's beautiful, y'all, but this city girl just got to get used to being around all this nature. Now, I like nature. Oh, and let me tell you this right quick. Armadillo is poisonous to human beings. Did you know that? Honey, I got on the computer. I was reading everything about how to get rid of more if it comes and everything. If you touch an armadillo, do you know that you would get disease really, really bad, and that an armadillo will give you leprosy? Yes, they are really dangerous. So we had the pool covered. So what we got to do now is that we got to go in, and we're going to have to get a pool man. Excuse me, y'all. Answer the phone, honey. We got to get a pool man to come out. We got to get a pool man for the pool. We got to get a pool person, and he's going to see about the jacuzzi. Honey, I'm scared to get in the jacuzzi, and we're going to get a pool guy. So we got to get all of that bacteria out of the pool, every bit of that bacteria out of the pool from that animal, because when he died, we don't know whether he had a bowel movement in there, so it's all kind of bacteria in there from this armadillo. So the pool's got to be, the man said it's got to be shocked and it got to be this and that. So yeah, so now y'all, we got to have a pool person. We got to have a pool person. So y'all, it's something else living in the country. I would keep y'all posted on my country living, but I enjoy, I love the house, I love the peace, y'all. I love the serenity. I'm, working on finish my book up and everything. So I got the peace here and I got the serenity here, but I just got to get used to the wildlife. Be good to yourself. And if you be good to yourself, you have no other choice but to be good to others. And so I don't know whether the armadillo had, ooh God, babies and all that stuff. So let me tell you this. I read you get some ammonia and pour ammonia around the area and all that, because they are blind. I mean, they don't have good sight, but they have good smell. So he fell in that pool. He didn't know what he was falling into, and he fell in that real deep 8 feet in, and he could not get out of there. And so he was dead, swollen, big, and ugly. Dad, pray for me. Love y'all. Y'all, it's deep down in those woods. I did not realize how deep it was until the trees began to die, and the pine trees are, the pine needles are falling, and I just did not realize. So that's the house right there. Up under there is where the armadillo was living, and so we don't know if more under there or what. But honey, I'm gonna be on the lookout for them. And this is the little rocky road they made, and my husband is walking, and as far back as you can see, there's nothing but trees. And back there in the back, there is an old chicken coop back there, but I'll never see it myself. I would never see that, y'all, myself. I'm not going back there. My daughter was talking about getting a four-wheeler. Now, if she gets a four-wheeler, I'll be able to go back there and see what's going on. That's just a pile of wood that was cut up. I don't know how long that wood has been there, but the owners, they left us a lot of wood that's covered up in the front. So this is really, really deep, y'all. And I think it's only 2.5 acres of land, but it seems like it's more than that because it's so deep, and I'm just afraid to go back there. I'm just afraid, y'all. And I wanted to show you that big eagle's nest. You probably can't see it, but it's a great big eagle's nest there. There's the shack. That's the armadillo's home right there. And I think that was back in the day an old outhouse.